Hey man, carving up for the Olympics down Rio. Okay, this is my second video about Olympic athletes who are vegan. The first athlete I'm going to cover is Venus Williams. Now, she went vegan about 2 or 3 years ago, although she refers to herself as a cheagan. So once again, for them it's more of just getting an edge on the competition. But actually, Venus Williams changed her diet because of some kind of health problem. She already has 4 Olympic gold medals. So you may have heard that her and her sister were in pairs a few days ago, and they lost that. Her sister, Serena, is out. But Venus is still going in the singles. The guy who's singing these songs is Harry Belafonte. The song was playing there, and then there was the bananas. It was all coincidence. This was for the Rio theme. See, Rio, and it's a tropical place down there. Okay, our next athlete is a guy who calls himself Cam Awesome. All of these athletes that I'm covering, that I found are vegan, are from the US. That's very interesting. Now this guy, he's a real vegan. He's someone who believes in the philosophy. He calls himself a proud vegan. He turned vegan 4 years ago. Probably doesn't cheat. And there's a reason to be vegan completely, because it makes a point. The third athlete, and this is a surprising one here, a person named Kendrick Farris. It turns out I'm not the first person in my YouTube community to bring him up in the last week. The Vegan Mojo beat me to it. And here's a clip of his video from just about 3 or 4 days ago.
It's still really cool to see somebody out there lifting heavy ass weights as a plant-based eater. Also set some great examples to destroy those stereotypes that people have on vegans. Obviously, when you eat a plant-based diet, you don't eat any animal products, period, and he's going to show you that he's strong, he's big, and he's doing well at a sport that requires a lot of strength and power.
So he is a weightlifter, and the surprises keep coming.
Kendrick Farris is one of the strongest American athletes, but the fuel propelling him to Rio is a bit surprising. The Shreveport product is a vegan.
I really don't know what happened to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, my son was born almost 2 years ago, and something happened, man, where I was just like, I'm just seeing the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I think I need to do something different. Like, how do you get back to the most purest form of our life, our being? And I started with the food.
One of the Olympian's biggest skeptics about the decision to alter his diet was the person closest to him.
I remember when I first told my wife, she laughed at me because she didn't think I was serious. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, nah, I'm serious. I'm not eating any more of this, that,
and here's his page on the official Olympics website. Get ready for an interesting surprise. Who is Kendrick Farris? Meet the United States' only male weightlifting athlete at Rio 2016. He is the only one, and he is a vegan. That's beyond belief. Would have never guessed something like that would happen. Beginning in 2015, Farris bulked up to a higher division. As a vegan, that's got to be one fat weightlifter. You know what they say, carbs equal fat. He's got to be the fattest Olympian ever. By the way, I'm also a vegan, and I've been looking to put on some weight. So over here I'm going to show you how I'm putting on the weight by eating a lot of carbohydrates, calories. Because like they say, carbs make you fat. Well, unless you lift weights, some might turn to protein. Schedule update. Kenneth Farris will be competing today. Matter of fact, he could be on right now. This being Saturday. And also, he's scheduled to be competing Sunday also. And Venus Williams is playing tennis today. And then it goes into his history and all this stuff. Long time ago. Competitions, records. How about a personal life? Personal life. In his spare time, plays video games, traveling, and making videos. And he's performed stand-up comedy, nicknames, and all this stuff, and quotes, and social media. Everything but the kitchen sink. And what I'm looking for. Again, they don't say anything about him being a vegan. Why is that? Let's take a look at another website. Men's Fitness. Yeah, they're not likely to be any good. America's strongest weightlifter is 100% vegan. How are they going to trash that? If you want to be a serious weightlifter, you have to eat meat. Or, so the theory goes, but there's at least one reason that old gym myth doesn't hold up. And he can clean and jerk 438 pounds. So there's some good news for veganism. But some people will say, but he's got to use steroids to get that muscle and keep the muscle. Well, two problems with that logic is that every professional bodybuilder uses steroids. You have to compete with all the others using steroids. And it's not just bodybuilding, any professional sport, steroids. Second thing wrong with that logic is that their theory goes that only meat has the amount of protein and the quality to get really big. But there's no protein in steroids. He's still getting all his protein from plant foods. And by the way, meat has steroids in it. They feed steroids to the farm animals to get them to grow bigger. What meat does for you isn't really important, and you can get that from other foods. But what it does to you is adds a lot of excess weight that you don't need. And fat is just one of those forms of excess weight. And another athlete that's competing right now, Beach-Volleyball, April Ross, which I covered in my last video. April Ross is the new partner of Kerry Walsh, who's very famous in beach volleyball. Now, April Ross was in the last Olympics and won silver, which means she competed and lost against Kerry Walsh. She's sworn off all dairy products. She found that she's more powerful than ever before. I'm going to be doing at least one more Olympic video, but not until I've done another Trisha video. This Olympic video isn't really about diet or veganism. It's more about escaping the matrix. That's right. The Olympics is in the matrix. This is a warning to you all who are not ready to take the red pill. And also, I got another video coming up. Another one about Christina. It's going to be a joke, not serious. So please don't unsubscribe. Now, I recorded my eating here a few days ago, and I happened to be watching the Olympics by coincidence. And I'm just remembering to tell you that there's a channel on cable that you may get. I get it on DirecTV. It has 4 or 8 windows in it, which shows different channels of Olympic coverage. So you can watch every channel at one time on one station. You can scroll to it and then click on that and get the channel. Now here I'm on that channel, and I have it selected on a channel that often plays music when they have nothing else to show. And a song came on that I recognize, but I bet a lot of you won't recognize it because I happen to have taped it way back when it originally was written. And every once in a while I listen to it to this day. So I bet a lot of you won't know it like I know it. That's from '96, written by John Williams, who wrote the a whole bunch of movies like E.T., Raiders of the Lost Ark. So the resemblance. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. I'm real tired, real tired.